Hello everybody and welcome back to the LuxCore Pilates YouTube page. Today we have a 30-minute full body sculpt and burn workout. All you're going to need is a Pilates ball as well as a band. Once again, if you don't have these, you can definitely do the workout without it. It just adds a little extra fire and a little extra something. So if you're going to be doing lots of at-home workouts, I definitely recommend grabbing a few different props, but no worries if you don't have them. I'll offer some modifications for it as well. So let's just go ahead and jump straight on in. You're going to come onto your mat so that you're on your hands and knees. From here, you're just going to begin to press yourself back into a child's pose and then pick yourself back up. So just bringing a little bit of movement into the body. It may be morning for you and you're just waking up. Maybe it's evening and you've had a long day. Or you're like me and you actually just finished up lunch, so you might even still be questioning whether your food's been fully digested. But regardless, we're here. That's all that's important. Thank you for joining us. All right, when you come back up, and we start to add in a little bit of a circle here. So we're just doming the spine at the top and then pressing yourself back into that child's pose position. Good. One more in this direction. Oh, my hip just popped. All right, now reverse the rotation of that circle. Good. Give me 3 in this direction. Last 2. And last 1. Amazing. All right, meet me back at the top here. And now we're just going to do a little bit of rotation to get ourselves more warmed up. So reach your right hand up high to the ceiling, twisting and opening the chest towards the right. And then you're going to twist this arm underneath the left side of the body for a little thread the needle here. Good. Let's lift this right arm back up high to the ceiling. And again, placing that arm underneath the left. 2 more. Reaching up and lowering back down. Last one. Reach up high and twist to pull it back under. Good. Meet me in center, and we're just going to do this on the other side. So reach the left arm up high. Ooh, my shoulder's a little tight. And then we're going to place that left arm underneath the right side of the body, reaching towards the right side of the room. Good. And then reach up high once again and pull everything back underneath. 2 more here. Whew. That is a big stretch for me right now. I'm very tight on this side. All right, this is your last one. And meet me back center. Good. From here, just pick up your right wrist and just give me a few wrist circles. Since we'll be on our wrist a bit, reverse those wrist circles. And go ahead and do the same with that left wrist. And reverse it with that left wrist. Shift forward just slightly and begin to roll out those feet and those ankles as well. And reverse those circles. The reverse feels kind of funny. All right, from here you can set it back and go ahead and place that band right above your thighs. We're gonna get into some more work here, get you nice and warmed up. So from here, come back so that you're on those hands and knees again. And now I want those knees stacked directly underneath the hips. You're gonna flex your feet and press them into the mat just to lift yourself up to a hover and then tap the knees back down. So you're lifting up, lowering down. Good, lifting and lowering. Breathing through this. You have just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this last one, hold up. Hold here, find stillness. Pull that waist up, curl that tailbone down, really engage that center, engage that core. We're holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Press your legs into that band for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't drop. I want you to start opening those knees, pressing against the band, and then closing them. So you're opening and closing. I'm gonna turn this way. Keep going so you can see what my legs are doing. They're opening out. They're closing back in and under in line with those arms. Opening and closing. Keep going. You should feel that tension in those glutes start to build. Those arms are also on fire. That core is also on fire. You guys are killing this. You have just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Set those knees down. Let's just bring it back into a quick child's pose position. You guys should feel nice and warm now. I love doing those little bear holds to bring a lot of fire into the whole entire body, and that band just adds so much to get the legs warmed up. All right, from here, I want you to come back up onto those hands and knees. This time I want you to lift everything up into a full plank position. Now from here, you're just gonna pike those hips back into a downward dog, and once again, come all the way forward. So similar to how we started class when we were moving from our hands and knees into that child's pose, now we're just up in that plank position. Breathing through this. You have last 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Good, meet me in that full plank. Hold here, find a really solid full plank for me. We're holding here for 10, 9, 8, squeeze those glutes, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, pick that right leg up so that it's hovering off of the ground. And now you're just gonna pull the knee into the chest, really resisting off of that band. Good, and then extend it back out. So we're pulling the knee in, extending that leg back out. Breathing through this. Yes, you can. Not too many here. You have last 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Extend that leg out. Go ahead and bring the knee in. You can set it down on the ground. We're gonna move into a little donkey kick series. So to make this more challenging, I want you guys to slide this band down and place it under the right knee so that they're at a slight cross here. This can give you more tension and more pull against that band. If it gets too challenging, you just slide that band back so it's over and in line on both of your thighs. But let's start with it underneath that right knee. So from here, this left leg is out long behind you. You're gonna lift that leg up and just set it back down. Good, you're lifting the leg up and lowering back down. Breathing through this. Yes, you can. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Hold this leg up at the top. Give me pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg up, and I want you to bend the heel towards the glute, trying to really bring fire into that hamstring and extend it back out long. Good. You're pulling that leg in and extending it back out. Breathing through this. You guys got this. For last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Okay, now from here, bring that knee in, just bending it in, and you can tap the knee down and lift it from that bent position. Good, you're lowering and lifting. My glutes are already talking to me. This fires up super fast with this band. You have last 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and on this last one, you're gonna hold up and give me those pulses up high to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Can you pull that heel closer to your glute? 3, 2, and 1. Good, set that leg down. Take a quick child's pose back, but we're jumping straight back into it. So we're gonna do a very similar series to what we just did. We're just gonna amplify each movement. So this time the left leg is gonna come out. Now I want you to reach your right arm out long in front of you. You're gonna pull everything in, taking a tiny little crunch, and you're gonna extend everything out long. Good, so you're pulling everything in, extending everything out. Breathing through this. There's not too many here. You have last 5. Really getting the full extension of the leg and the full extension of the arm before you pull everything back in. You have just 3. Last 2. And last 1. Good, extend everything out. And I want you to lift and lower both the arm and the leg for little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold everything out. And now I want you to move into those hamstring curls. This time reaching your right arm for that heel as it bends in and then extends back out. I'm gonna scoot over a little bit so I don't hit the wall, but keep going here. Reaching everything long, pulling everything back. Yes, you can. You have just 5. Oh, I hit the tree. 4, keep going. Last 3. Ooh, this is burning for 2. And last 1. Amazing. We're not quite done. I want you to stay with that band around that knee. Grab that ball behind you. Place it right in between so that your calf is pressing into that hamstring to hold the ball tight. Come on down to your forearms, and from here, once again, we're lifting that leg up, squeezing into the ball and setting it back down. Good, you're lifting and lowering. Not too many of these, you got it. Keep pushing, don't give up on me. This is only 30 minutes of your entire day. So yes, you can. Tell yourself right now, yes, you can. Say, I can do it, I am strong, I am capable. Yes, you are. For 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Hold this leg up and give me pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold that leg out and you're gonna press that ball into your heel for little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Can you get this left leg up even higher? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Get rid of that ball, set it back to this side. You guys can come back into that quick child's pose position. You absolutely killed that little glute series on that side. Before we jump into the other side, I'm going to do one more little thing while we have this band here around the bottom of this right knee. We're going to move into just a tiny little push-up, little arm work here. So you can extend this left leg out long once again. You're going to lift it up as high as you can. You're going to shift slightly forward, bring your hands a little bit past being underneath your shoulders. From here, you're going to lower yourself down and lift yourself back up. Good. Lowering down and lifting up. You have just 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Amazing. You guys killed that side. That was not easy stuff. All right. Well, from here, we're going to jump right on in to that other side. So before we get into the leg work, I didn't forget about the little core plank series you have to do. So bring those hands back underneath those shoulders and you got to press everything out into that full plank position. Once again, let's find that solid plank. Hold here, pull the waist up, curl the tailbone under. Yes, you can. Let's hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. This time we're picking up the left leg and then we're pulling the left knee into the chest. Good. Extending it out, pulling everything in. Breathing through this. You have just 6, 5. Make sure you really pull this all the way into the chest. How high up to the chest can you get it before you extend it back out long? You have just 3, 2. Let yourself sweat. I'm sweating. And last 1. Good. Bring that knee down onto the ground. All right, let's move into that little donkey kick series. So that band is going to come down this time right beneath the left knee and then over on the right, like right above the right knee here and underneath that one, if that makes sense. So the band is under the left knee, right above the right knee. And now from here, we're extending the right leg out long this time. We're just lifting that right leg up and lowering it back down. You'll start to notice that this might feel different in your body. It might feel a little bit more challenging because we already did one side. So even though that wasn't technically the leg we were targeting, it is still supporting you. So it's having to do a lot of work. That's completely normal for sometimes this other side to feel a little off or a little bit weaker. I recommend that if you notice that one leg in your body is weaker than the other, start with the weaker side, because regardless, when you go to do the other side, it's going to be a little bit harder. So it's better to do that harder side with your stronger leg. Yes, you can. Last 2 and last 1. Hold it up and give me pulses up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up long. And now we're just pulling that heel towards the glute and extending it back out for those hamstring curls. Good. Pulling it in, extending out. Make sure your hips are staying super square here. We don't want to dump into this side body. That's going to take the work out of the body and where we want to keep it. So just pull that heel towards the glute. You guys got this. Keeping this right leg lifted up as high as you can. Lifting up even higher as you pull that heel in for 4, for 3. It is hot in here for 2. And last 1. Extend everything out. Good. Now we're bending this knee and we're lifting with that bent leg. You're lifting and lowering. You have just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, my glutes are on fire for 2, and 1. Keep this leg up and give me those pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're gonna take that quick child's pose before we amplify that whole thing. All right, bring everything back forward. Once again, if you're like, this is way too challenging, just slide that band up so that they're even in parallel. But if you want to keep that intensity, keep that band underneath that left knee, pressing it into the mat. Okay, those hands come back underneath us. This time that right leg still extends out long, but we're reaching the left arm up high as well. Now from here, you're pulling everything into that little crunch at the top and then extending everything out. Good, pulling everything in, extending everything out. Yes, you can. You guys look so good. I know you do. Let yourself be impressed. Do something that you didn't think that you could. Whew. You have just 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Hold everything out and give me pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything holds out long, and now we're doing those hamstring curls as this left arm reaches for this right heel and then extends out. Ooh, that's a little bit of a balance act, so you have to keep that core super engaged. Yes, you can. This is a full body movement here. You have just 6, 5. Can you get this right leg up higher for 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Amazing. Go ahead and grab that ball that is behind you so we can finish out this little series. Come down onto your forearms. That right calf is pressing into that right hamstring, and we're lifting everything up and lowering it down. Good, lifting and lowering. Yes, you can. Keep those shoulders rolled down your back. Don't let yourself fall into it. Yes, let's go. You have just 6, 5. Oh, here comes my dog. 4, 3, last 2. You're not allowed over here, Missy. Okay, and last 1. Now from here, we're pulsing that leg up and down. Really pressing your leg into that ball to hold it in place for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up at your highest point. Let's finish here by pulsing into that ball. Yes, you're pressing the calf into that ball, trying to get it as deeply as you can for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and take that ball out. You can bring that band up over your thighs and come into a quick child's pose position. You guys absolutely killed that. We're going to finish with those push-ups on this side to close out this whole little series. Let's go ahead and get that done, get that over with. So from here, those hands come out slightly in front of those shoulders. You extend the right leg out long. You come onto that left knee, and we're pressing down and lifting back up. Yes, you can. You have just 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Amazing. Go ahead and bring everything back to that child's pose position. You guys absolutely killed that. I had to get my dog moved out of the way so that way we could finish on with this workout. So let's come to a seated position. You guys are off of your glutes, or you're technically on your glutes, but you're out of the work of your glutes, let's say. And this time you're just gonna bring this ball. You're still gonna keep this band on for a little bit extra burn. And you're just gonna place it behind your back. We're gonna move into a little bit of a core sequence here. So once again, you can keep this band on or you can go ahead and get rid of it. But bring this down so it's just a little bit below that mid back. Your hands are gonna come behind your head. From here, you're gonna lower yourself down and then crunch yourself back up. Good, lowering and lifting. You can also reach your hands out in front of you for a little bit more support. I'm gonna take that this morning because I've already filmed it this afternoon. I've already filmed a few of these workouts. Whew, I don't know how people film a lot of workouts every single day. I would be dead. All right, we're lifting up, lowering back down, really allowing to lift from that core, just using the ball there to give you a little bit extra support. You have last 4, 3, last 2, and last one. Good, come all the way up. I'm gonna scoot a tiny bit more so that ball comes a little bit closer to my low back. Now from here, you're gonna keep those arms extended out long. You're now gonna pick the right leg up. You're gonna lower the leg down and lift it back up. Good, you're just lowering and lifting, keeping that core engaged. We're really focusing on the core here. You have just 4, 3, ooh, I am shaking, for 2, and last one. Lower that leg down so it's at that hover, and I want you to give me little circles. Yes, you can. You're circling and circling for 4, 3, last 2, and last one. Reverse those circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, you're pulling that knee in. So you want to try and drive this knee up towards the chest and extend it back out. Good. We're pulling it in and extending it out. If you don't have a ball, you can also just come onto your hands like this, or if you want a little bit more of a modified position, this is going to be that for you. But I want everyone to take that challenge. If you're able to, keep going through this. You have just 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Amazing. Go ahead and bring yourself up to take a quick break. We're just going to place this ball underneath our legs for a second to do a little active recovery. Place it in between your feet. That way it doesn't roll away from you. You're going to place your hands behind the backs of your thighs. You're just going to lower yourself down, extending the arms and picking yourself back up. Use this time to really connect with your core before you lift back up. This is a more simple movement that doesn't require as much strength in that center, but it allows you to really connect to it. Because as you go back, you're curving that spine just slightly into a C curve, pulling that waist in, curling the tailbone under. Let yourself feel that burn, and then you're lifting, not with your hands and using momentum, but lifting from just that core. Your hands are just there for support if you need it. You have last 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Amazing. Come all the way up. Let's grab that ball again. We're going to move over to the other side. So bring it down to that low back. Now from here, those arms extend out long again. This left leg this time lifts up, and we're going to lower and lift that leg up and down. Breathing through this. Yes, you can. Let it shake. Let it burn. You have last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Extend the leg out straight and give me little circles here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now reverse those circles for 5, 4. The only thing moving should be that leg. Everything else is super still. And last 1. Good. Hold here. Now bend that knee into the chest and extend it back out. Good. Bending that leg in, extending it out. This is where you finish this series at. You have last 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Good. Bring everything up. Amazing. Go ahead and take that ball out. You're going to place that ball once again by your feet. We're going to go ahead and come down onto our backs to move into some more core here. All right, so from here, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge to make sure you're pressing into the ball the entire time so you don't lose it. I want you to bring your legs to tabletop position. If you still have that band on, good for you. You're getting in a little bit of that extra work. We're going to add a little bit more of an amplification in, so keep that band on if you can. Now from here, you're just going to tap your toes down and lift them back up. So we're pressing our feet into that ball and we're lifting the legs back up. Good. Really focusing on our center here, keeping a nice neutral spine. You want to turn this up even more? You're welcome to lift your head and shoulders up off of the mat as you tap down. Take whatever feels best for you today. Good. Breathing through this. You have last 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Good. This time you're going to press your knees out, pressing into that, like out from the band and into the ball. You're coming into this more butterfly position, and then you're tapping the toes down, keeping this press into the band the entire time. And then you lift back up and close the legs. Good. So we're opening, you're tapping, you're lifting, you're closing, opening, tapping, lifting, closing. Ooh, this is such a good one. This burns so good. All right, keep going here. Not too many. Take this nice and slow. No need to rush through this. You guys are doing an awesome job. We're so close to the end here. Keep it up. We have just 4 more of these. Can you press even more into that band really open before you tap those feet down, lifting everything back up? You have last 3, last 2, and last 1. Good, lift up, close everything in. Good, now from here, I want you to lift your head and shoulders up, bring your hands like behind your head. And now you're gonna extend your legs out straight and then pull everything back in. Good, extending everything out, pulling everything back in. Not too many of these. This finishes out your core. You have last 6, last 5, last 4, 3, last 2, you can do it. And on this last one, I want everyone to extend everything out and hold. We're holding here. Now begin to press into the ball. Yes, you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, pull everything in. Whew, that was killer. Go ahead and set that ball all the way down towards the side. You guys made it, so you can take off that band and also set that next to the ball, just anywhere that is out of the way. All right, from here, let's take a little bit of a cool down and stretch. You're gonna extend this left leg out long on the mat. The right knee comes into the chest, and then we're gonna extend that right leg up high to the ceiling. I'm feeling really tight in the back of my right leg today, and my left, to be honest, but I'm feeling it extra. Holding here, pulling that leg towards your chest as much as you can. Now from here, flex the foot, begin to bend the knee to lower it, and then just straighten it and extend it back up. Good, lowering and extending. Sometimes stretches like this can feel like a bit of a workout as well, just because stretching sometimes can be it's uncomfortable. It's a completely different type of uncomfortable than working through doing push-ups or having to hold a plank, but it still can be quite uncomfortable. You have this is the last 2, and this is your last 1. Amazing. Pull this in. Notice how, even for myself, I was able to get a lot more flexibility through the bend and lift of that leg, which is awesome. Holding here, breathing through this. You guys should be so proud of yourself. That was not easy stuff. All right, let's bend that knee in. And now just open this right knee out to the side. So as if you're pulling your knee up towards your elbow, just to get a little bit more of a hip opener here. Amazing. From here, just cross this right leg over the left to let yourself take a big opener and twist of the spine. So you're reaching your right arm towards the right side of the room, and your right gaze, the gaze comes to the right side as well. Breathing into this, letting your chest and shoulder drop into the mat. From here, meet me back into where we just were with that right knee into the chest. Now just lift this left leg up to a hover, and we're just switching the legs, and you can lower that head back down. So now the right leg is out long, the left leg is bent into the chest. From here, extend that left leg up high to the ceiling. Oh yeah, this one is just as tight, honestly, as the right for me. Okay, we're holding here, really breathing into this, squaring off these hips as well. Now from here, you're gonna start bending that knee just like with the right and lifting it back up. Good, so you're bending and extending. So good. Ooh, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, is this worse or better than the workout? I don't know. At least I can catch my breath here. Okay, you have just 3. You have 2. And last 1. Good, holding back out at the top for a little bit. Can you walk your hands possibly even closer to that ankle as you pull the leg closer to the chest? Oh, I'm shaking. All right, bend that knee back in. Let's open that left leg out to the side so we can get that big hip opener. Pulling this knee up towards that armpit. Let yourself breathe here, taking as deep of an inhale and as deep as an exhale as you need. Now cross this left leg over that right leg, opening the left arm to the left side of the room and bringing your gaze to that direction. This feels really nice right now. All right, let's bring everything back up to that start position. Bring both knees into the chest here. Let's just take 3 big knee circles towards the left. And then let's reverse those knee circles for 3, for 2, and last 1. Good, extend those legs out long. Reach your hands up high to the ceiling. We're just gonna do a roll up to a seated position. So trying to move from all the work that we did, moving from just your core, lift yourself up towards the wall in front of you, really pulling from that core using no momentum, and reach forward over those toes to get another stretch in the backs of those legs. Can you pull yourself down a little bit deeper? Yes, you can. Amazing. All right, you guys, that is everything for today's workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for moving with me, and I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one.